Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Factorio. This should be episode 21 and it's been ages since we actually played through this factory, but I was really looking forward to playing some more Factorio again. I didn't want to start a brand new game, so here we are, and we are going to have to try to make sense of what I have been doing. Now luckily for me, of course, doing this on YouTube means that I can very handily and very easily look back on my previous videos. And the last thing that we were working on was these iron smelteries. Now as you can see, we have some problems here. This belt is completely backed up, this thing is not being used at all, this iron isn't being used for anything at the moment, or at least it's backed up, and this, well, this kind of runs out of materials a lot. So that is something that we are going to have to fix. Now meanwhile though, this iron is coming from our new outpost down to the south, iron ore number 3, and I just went back down here to make sure that we have all the materials required to, you know, fully finish building everything here. So yeah, this is something that we need to fix. So let's have a look. All of this stuff I think was going towards the steel manufactories. Yeah, so this one completely backed up because this steel is not being used for anything. So this steel could be connected up to that one, just like all the other steel things are connected up. Or maybe we could connect it to that one, because I don't think this one gets help from anywhere. And this one is a lot. Or maybe we could divide it over both. I don't know, we'll see. But it is something that we need to fix. Right, so we are going to follow this down, and we also need to make sure that, well, this thing starts smelting some stuff for us as well. Because right now, it's not very useful at all. Right, so we are going to put a splitter in here. And this is another thing that we need to do. We need to automate these splitters, because we haven't done so yet, and it is quite annoying. Alright, so let us have a look. How are we going to do this? Because this is a bit of a mess. Yeah. Alright, I see what we're going to do. We're going to do it like that. Now we have automated these red belts, but not the splitters or anything like that. So that is something that we need to fix. Basically, we can draw this down. Like so. Like so. Now I am playing on an experimental build of Factorio, and quite a few things have changed. A few recipes have changed, a bunch of other things as well, but one of those things are resources, or not resources, the technology tree. So, for example, we still have to research logistics science pack number 2, because that has changed, which is a little bit strange, but yeah, not a big problem. We can just very easily do this, because let's have a look. Where is our science, by the way? Our science is over here, and they have plenty of red stuff to work with. Right. So the fast inserters as well, we have multiple of these throughout the factory, but apparently, you know, we're not actually using it for whatever dumb reason. We also had a problem with the trains that got blocked. They kept blocking each other over here, and I have fixed that with this handy little roundabout. So this roundabout should make sure that the trains do not block each other anymore, and they can just kind of keep passing each other. I can't immediately show that, but these basically, this train comes down along this side, the trains from down here are going along this side, so that they can pass each other. Yeah, basically so they can pass each other. Yeah. Alright, so that is another thing done. The steel axe, let's research that as well, because of course we now no longer have a steel tool to use. Let's see, we have a ton of steel furnaces. I have no idea why we have so many. Alright, let us figure this out. So first of all, we can connect up the steel, and we need a bunch of these. And let's just suck up some of this steel, because we have very little, and we could use some of these iron plates as well. And this is another thing that we need to fix. The throughput of our smelteries is not ideal. there needs to be more iron ore coming down or coming up into our smelteries over here. Right. Military science pack. Let's go. Now we are going to have to check all of our research packs if they are still being made correctly, because I have a feeling that some of them have been changed too much and they are no longer functional. Now, one turret got destroyed. It is going to be replaced, should not be a problem, but we have got biters coming in from all sides now. We have quite a bit of pollution, but we have enough energy as well, which is good, because we have electrical turrets all along the perimeter as well as the regular turrets. But we have quickly reached a point where it is no longer completely effective, which is slightly annoying, but there you go. Alright, yeah. Let's see, this would be a nice place to put it on, but we're not going to do that. We are going to do something else. We are going to do it up ahead a little bit. Look at the speed. So later on we are also going to have to upgrade all of these belts. We will do so very soon. Alright, so we're going to replace this a little bit like so that we can have the splitters. Right, now I have to say it is nice to go back to a game where we already have robots. They really speed things up a lot. Alright, so like that onto this belt. And we should do something similar to this other belt actually. Can we make another one of these? Yes, okay. Meanwhile, we will research a lubricant. Alright, so we needed 3 splitters, 1 underground belt, which is being made right now, but we need iron gear wheels. Now, I think iron gear wheels, they are of course being made automatically, but they are not being put into chests. Now that is something that we can fix, because we, let's see, storage chests, passive provider chests, we need a couple of those. Now let's see, we have a lot of iron gear wheels being made, and not all of them are being used. So that is a very quick and easy fix. Right, let's get some fast inserters here. And we will block this off at about 3 of these tiles there. Alright. Belt immunity equipment. This is also kind of nice, because right now we're walking on belts, it's slowing us down, or it's transporting us in different directions that we really don't want. But man, look at this. All of this is working away, and I built every single thing. It's kind of crazy to think of it, but also really, really, really cool. Now, yeah, let us do the same thing over here. More things are being destroyed, robots mainly, but they are also being made automatically and replaced, so that should not be too much of a problem. Now, let us see, we will put one over here, and one over there. This will connect like so, that will connect like that, and then we need an underground belt that goes up over here, and we need another splitter to go up onto this side. Alright, belt immunity is done. Chemical science packs, let's go. We have a lot of, well, new research to catch up on, basically. A lot of these I think we have researched previously as well. Some of these got changed, some of these are new. But like the green science packs, yeah, they're a little bit different. Now, one of the really cool things about 0.17 is that we have a bunch of new options to work with. And one of these is an upgrade planner. So basically what we could do is we could say that we would want to upgrade this entire area. Or like we want to upgrade this entire area. So if we... I haven't tried this before actually, but let's have a look. Let us say we want to upgrade all of this. Now we have some things that we can work with, and so that is going to start working, but we are missing many materials. For example, the splitters, the underground belts, the petrochemical things, the blue belts. They want blue belts now. That's a little bit, well, that's a little bit much, really. I wonder if there's a way to change that, but yeah. It's there, and it's really useful, but it requires a lot of materials that we don't have yet. So, rocket fuel, we are going to research that next. And now let's have a look at connecting up the steel, or the iron plates. Let's look at that. These guys are smelting, and that's working out well, but this really needs a kick in the back, because that is not doing much at all. Now, unfortunately for now, we are going to have to work with regular old splitters, which slows things down a bit. But it's going to be an improvement nonetheless. It's not going to be perfect, because we don't have the space to do a whole lot, but we can add some extra iron plates onto this belt, for example. Yeah, we could do something similar over here. This is a little bit of a convoluted mess, but I hope it will work, so we're going to do that in this way. So we're going to have a few more extra plates coming to all of our smelters, and that is good. Of course, we are going to have to fix our throughput problem here, because we are simply not getting enough iron ore over here. I wonder, where is this coming from? So some of this is coming from down here. All of it is coming from down there, actually. So let's have a look. If we follow this all the way down, and all of it is coming from this area, some of which is not being used anymore because they have run out of resources. So that is something that we need to connect up with a new source of iron. Of course, we have iron ore coming from up here now, and we could maybe do something with that. Yeah, we could definitely do something with that, I guess. We already did something with it, actually, with the train that goes over here. Right, so where is this train going? It's going over here, I guess. We have coal outpost. That is not what we want. We have the iron ore. So this thing is simply waiting. But waiting on what? Let us say he has to go right now. I don't know how many resources are inside of it, but we are going to find out. And of course we can now see where it is going, and it is indeed coming up this way to where we are. So that is good. Let us have a look at what is actually unloading, because these belts are very empty. That is not a lot. These ones are empty almost immediately. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and join this train. And let's have a look. 30 seconds past, add wait condition. No, this is 30 seconds past. Or, let's see, this is the iron ore input. So we will say empty cargo. If the cargo is empty, go back. We will not have to wait until it is completely full. I am fine with loading for just 30 seconds. Or maybe we can load for a little bit longer. We can load for a minute or something. Alright, so let's go to our outpost. Now, so far, no trains have gotten stuck, so that is working exactly as I had hoped. We have another alien attack coming in. These are pretty evolved biters, but they don't do much. And what they do is immediately repaired. Right, so some of the iron over here is running out as well. And that is the problem. Right, so we need to have more iron. But I haven't really seen much. I wonder, do we have radars? Yeah, we have radars over here. One. 3, I guess. 4. But not enough. We have some iron ore over here. We also have some copper over there, but that is a long, long fight away. We have some iron ore very close by in that direction. We have stone, oil, iron over here. That is a nice location to expand towards and make bigger. But I have to say, there's really not a lot of iron in the vicinity. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Small patches here and there. Also over here. Yeah, that is a problem. And oh, we have electricity problems as well. Ooh, that's a little bit terrifying to have, to be honest. Because now that we are out of electricity, our turrets are no longer working. Everything is coming to a slow, is grinding to a halt, basically. Oh, that is not good. Alright. I would really like to go back to my factory now. And this train is coming to the coal outpost. Alright, so we are going to run very quickly to the coal outpost. And we're going to go back to my main factory. This is the problem that we have in the end game, where the factory becomes really big. Like really big. Alright, let's say go. I need more of these solar panels planted down. Right now these things are charging again, but very slowly, so we definitely want to increase that speed. And let's have a look. I don't know. It's probably this one, this blueprint. Yeah, nice. Right, so all of the trains are actively working and not blocking each other off, and that is absolutely great. Let's have a look. Where do we want to put this? Up here we have a lot of space, and we could definitely do with some solar panels over here. So let's go ahead and order some. A nice big field to really help us out with production of power during the day, so that we can fill up our capacitors to the maximum extent. This would be a nice place for it as well, I guess. Yeah. And of course the robots immediately go flying to take care of that. Now of course we do need to make sure that these are all connected, and I think these are close enough for a connection, so that should be connected up just fine. However, this field is connected as well. Excellent. Cool. Man, the power of robots. Look at all of these guys fly. Now of course these guys take power from the electrical network as well, but they also really add very quickly to our production of electrical power as well. So, production science pack purple. Let's do that one as well. Uranium processing. That could be pretty good as well, I guess. Alright. Hopefully this is going to take care of our power problem. Right now we are producing way more than we are using. Apparently. And the accumulator charge is completely full. That is interesting, because just a little while ago it was completely empty. Right, that makes me very curious indeed. Let's have a look. These are all full, yeah. Interesting. Alright, so maybe we could do with a few more fields of those. I know for a fact that we have these things saved up. And we're not going to do much else with the space in the center anyway. Similar with over here. Not going to do much with that at all. Alright, and this is all working as intended, so that is fantastic. This could be a nice little area for power as well. So we're going to fill that up. Man, this is all kind of running out as well, isn't it? Alright. Alright, so where do we want to place some more? Because we need, of course, to preserve space for building things as well. Yeah. This is an okay location, I guess. Replace a few like that. Some of them are being made in between the turrets, which is not great, but I don't really mind all that much, I guess. It's not ideal, but oh well. It's power, right? That's exactly what we want, so we're not going to complain too much about that. Alright. Good. More production. This is basically just a little bit of maintenance, getting back into it, having a look around at all the things that we need to do. And uranium processing would be nice to have as well, because that will lead to a big power increase too. Right, so now these guys are used pretty good, I think. Not to the maximum extent, because this one is already backed up again. So let's have a look and see where that goes. So there's so many things to take care of right now. Oh yeah, so that one is going over here. Right, I remember. Right, and this one is almost completely empty, so we could definitely do something with a splitter over here. 2 splitters. Split things up a little bit in a little bit more of an equal measure. Right, and we will do that, let's say, right there. And there as well, I suppose, because why not? Might not make the most sense in the end, I'm not exactly sure. But we'll see. This evens out quite nicely though, and I hope it's going to help. That would be cool. And of course we still have this third smeltery as well that we are not doing anything with yet, but I think that's going to be for a different episode, because we have been playing for a long time already, I think. Not entirely sure, but yeah. Man, this thing is huge and there's so much to do. We have maintenance everywhere. Running out of power, running out of this, running out of that, but mostly the iron. The iron is a problem. Now we of course have this big outpost and we're not using it to its maximum potential. It is something that I've been noticing, because this is completely backed up, so we could definitely do more with this. Oh my god, look at that. That's another pretty sizable swarm. Some spitters. I think they're all spitters actually. No, there's some melee dudes in here as well. Wow, we do a lot of damage, but they do some corrosive damage with spit now as well, which they didn't used to do before, which is kind of interesting. But the other interesting thing is that we can dodge it, and that's also really cool. Anyway, let's put a cut in here for now, I guess. Or maybe one last thing. We are going to divide this up a little bit, just because we can. Right, so we are going to do this right here, and we will have a splitter there, and here. Of course we are going to have to go underground, and we are going to do something similar with this, where we need another splitter and another underground belt and another splitter, I think. Right, so drag this out over to the side. For now, I think this is going to be an okay-ish solution. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see. Low density structures, we can also research that, but of course we have some more things that we need to automate as well. Right. No, actually we needed that splitter that I lined up. Never mind, that is my bad. Right, we need a splitter there, of course. We are going to drag this out over to that direction. Going to do that like so. And when the splitter is done, boom. Alright, so that is going to fill up these two belts quite nicely, I think. And I think this supply is coming in well now as well. So on the next video, I guess we're going to start focusing on upgrading, or actually automating, the fast underground belts as well as the fast splitters. Anyway, that's it for this video, so please leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more, and I'll see you guys for whatever video I do next.